So it looks like we're getting a Joker TV series. Hey Internet, I'm Chris, and this is a place on the internet where I talk about comics, movies, games, and things I'm generally passionate about. The Penguin is one of my favorite things going on right now. The show is fantastic. Colin Farrell has been amazing. Christine Maloney as Sophia Falcone is amazing. And the show has continued the momentum of the Batman film, which was fantastic. And I think Matt Reeves has really created a world of Gotham that you just want to sort of be in at all times. And it's kind of funny when he described it and called it the Batman epic crime saga. I was like, come on, dude, like that's lame. But now that you're watching The Penguin, you're like, actually, this is kind of an epic crime saga. And he's been cooking when it comes to the Batman 2. Obviously, the Penguin series has been fantastic. There's been other series that have been rumored, like an Arkham series, a Gotham City PD one. And now we have the Joker. So the Insider, Jeff Snyder, has been reporting that they are working, or the Joker series is in development at HBO or Max, whatever they're calling it these days. And I think it makes a lot of sense in terms of the context that you put it in. If you look at the Penguin, it is described as a limited series, so we may not get a second season, but the series is very much that bridge between the Batman and the Batman 2, which is coming. What the Joker is described as is what is between the Batman 2 and the Batman 3, which would make a lot of sense. I think, particularly if you look at the way Matt Reeves has talked about the Batman series, he really wants it to focus on the Batman and Bruce Wayne, that character. And the series, like the Penguin or a potential Joker series, would be something of, setting the groundwork of Gotham and really sort of filling in the blanks. And I think really expanding these characters. What the Penguin's been able to do is really build the character of the Penguin, of Oz. And now when the Batman 2 comes around, wherever the end of the season lands, you understand who that character is. Now you don't feel that, hey, like, if you watch the first Batman, he's only in it for a couple minutes. Now you have a full 8 hours with the Penguin, and now you know what motivates him, what drove him to the top, or the bottom, depending how the season finale ends. So I think a character like Barry Keoghan's Joker obviously is a great character, and obviously we all love the Joker, except the Joker too. But it makes a lot of sense. And also when it comes to that character, it'd be cool to see the Joker have like a full series. Like some people may be jokered out because you had the two solo movies, you also had Jared Leto's Joker, so there's a lot of different iterations of the Joker. Like I think there's just as many Jokers as there've been Batmans, which makes sense because I think the Joker is on par in terms of popularity as Batman, which is a lot. He made $1 billion just by being the Joker. There was no Batman in that movie, and it still was able to be a huge financial success. And it'll give Barry Keoghan a platform to really dive deep into that character, and it'll allow it to sort of, like, if the Batman 2 is to feature Hush and dive into some of the Court of Owl stuff. If you've read Hush, the Joker does play a role, but he doesn't play a large role. And based on Jeff Snyder's reporting, it seems like that's kind of like where the Joker is in terms of the Batman 2. He will appear, he'll have a role, but he won't be the main villain until the Batman 3, which for me, I think would make a lot of sense. And it would be cool to see them build up to the Joker. Whereas, in his previous iterations, you've seen him in the first film, or in the Dark Knight trilogy, you saw him in the second. But, Heath Ledger tragically passed, so we never got to see him in the third movie and what that showdown would potentially look like. So it'll be cool to see them build up to it. And I think Matt Reeves has a real deep understanding of the world of the Batman. So it would be cool to see how he lays the Joker out, how he builds him up as a character, especially the way you've seen the way the Penguin's been built up. He was a small character in like an underboss in the Batman film, and now he's looking to take over the Gotham underworld in the Penguin series, and we'll see where that ends. So it'll be cool to see, the Joker go from this character who is a psycho or murderer to a criminal mastermind, and someone that's really on par with what the Riddler was doing and how he navigates the rogues gallery of the Batman. And again, if they get the right showrunner like they did with the Penguin and they build out a great supporting cast, it'll be really cool to see it. And I think the way the Penguins sort of worked out. I think a Joker series would be hard to pull off, but if they made us care about the Penguin, I think they can do it. But the Joker series probably will have to have like a Vic like character. If you've read the Joker from Brian Azzarello, that's told from the perspective of a henchman, and I think that would probably be the way in if they ever were to do a Joker series, because the Joker is super psychotic, and I don't know if there's really a place like the Penguin where the Penguin you're like, oh, he came from nothing, even though, he'll sell you out in, in a second. There is some empathy to that character because you think like, hey, he's been shunned by the crime bosses in Gotham. So like, I can see why he has that resentment towards everyone. So yeah, in terms of the Joker series, I think it'd be something fantastic, and I am all for more Matt Reeves Batman universe, the epic crime saga. But what do you think? Let me know. Are you excited about a potential HBO Joker series? Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.